Oh yes, it's going to be back this afternoon. Good afternoon to our listeners and viewers. The weekend just got started. Shakira, hips don't lie. Hey, pretty hips. Hey, so you want to see me dance, Shakira? Hey, I didn't know that I could dance like this, man. Having a wonderful time this afternoon. Okay, so this is Truth FM 96.1. Yeah, in Dubai Road, Painesville, also the nation's capital. So we're gonna be here up to 5 o'clock. And listen, I was just talking with the police, and I told them we're gonna give you additional 15 minutes. I really, really enjoy the segment, the information. It was so educative. So we're gonna give the additional 15 minutes, and they can just wait next week Friday. Join the team by radio, via radio, or the television online. It's important. So gradually, we're going to say goodbye to Friday, and we are still arranging. But as soon as we get done, we will inform you. But this segment is very, very important. Looking deep inside the police, what you need to know is educative. So thanks to the folks for sharing. It's so educative. Yeah. So as usual on Friday, less politics, talk business, and have fun. And sometimes my panelists, all of them just disappear in the thin air, man. Jackson George is back in the US and he's supposed to be on today. But I can get Bobby. It's not easy getting all of them on. Oh boy, I can see your body moving. Okay, so we'll take it again. So, those of you watching, you can see Laura George. You can also see MYEAN, TORGBEAN, and the others will be joining us very soon. The young people will be with me in studio today. And on Friday, yes, at least one or two of them come on. This is what Truth FM is one of the best because those so many who are making headwaves out there started from right here. And the last time, Vanny Dix and I were having a conversation from Bummy. We rode the same car and come and say, yes, I was at Truth FM. I did this. I did this work. I was like, wow, that's awesome. So many of you pass here, man. You came from nowhere. You passed through the walls of Renaissance Communications, and there you are making marks, making tremendous contribution to Liberia. And that's why I always say hats off to Mr. Musa Hassan Beliti, outgoing CEO of the Renaissance Communications Incorporated, and the entire Beliti family. So the other young women will be joining us subsequently. So maybe they went somewhere to Ikobo. The two women, Augusta and Princess, are cool with their 5 and 6. And beans for that matter. Women eating beans. Awesome. 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 Put it in. Yes. Wonderful Friday. Wonderful Friday in Liberia. Yes, we're gonna have a wonderful weekend. Yeah, very sure. Optimistic to have a wonderful time. But guess what? President Bouaka suspends a chair, a president and commissioner of the Governance Commission. That's Mr. Garrison Yelu. and Madam Elizabeth Duncan, Commissioner of the Governance Commission, with immediate effect for activities inconsistent with the Act creating an institution. It's like today is a suspension Friday. Well, not celebrating it, but just to inform you, um, yes, the president, with immediate effect, has suspended Madam Edwina Zappa, Mr. Israel Akisaya, Mr. Zowan Tatos, James Bawier, and Mr. Osborne Diggs, chairperson and commissioners, respectively, of the Liberia Telecommunication Authority for allegations of questionable financial transactions and other malpractices at the authority. Yes, I said we are chilling on this Friday. Catch me if you can. And catch me if you can. 5 minutes up to 4 o'clock. So Lofa County takes on Bomi County on Sunday, right?
Yeah.
We're going to beat them. We will beat them. We will beat Bomi. Look, in Lofa, the men are the heads of the home, not the women. So Madam Katumu Bwaka got to submit on Sunday.
President.
Yeah, she got to submit on Sunday. Madam First Lady, Omen Bwaka, Keke Bwaka is the head of the home. So, boy, you're going to join Keke Bwaka, President Bwaka, to support his county. So I'm thinking of, I will be the VIP. Who's sending me ticket? Who's sending me VIP ticket? Because I will be too much on that field on Sunday. My team gotta win. Lofa gotta win. We'll beat Bomi. We'll tell them say we're too much for them. Okay, I have the full team in here, and yes, we're going to have a wonderful time together. Yes, so good afternoon from Akwe Nukwe Josh. How you doing, MYEAN?
I'm doing good, and you?
Yes, I'm fine. It's good to have you here this afternoon.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, you gotta unmute these people, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So
It's
okay. All right. So yeah, let's join. Let me begin with the woman in a black cap, the young woman in a black cap. How you doing? Yes. Okay, Lila A. George. Lila, how you doing? Yeah. So Lila is an intern here too at the Truth FM. Yeah. Next on your right. Yeah. Is who over there? You a motor man. Yeah, man. You can make people first. Okay. All right. Yes, I just kept waiting on you guys, and they're having anyway. So the next that, but I think that should be you, or y'all want me to? Uh, yeah, that's all. You say something about yourself. Uh-huh. All right. So it's actually wonderful to have you all here. Is good to have you guys here this evening. And I always told you, every time you have the opportunity to learn and build up yourself, you have to do it. And it shouldn't be taking months to accept to build up yourself. Somebody might lose energy, in doing that. So every time you're given the opportunity to learn, to build up yourself, your capacity, you have to do it, because um, opportunities will always be given to people who are prepared. It's not for people when it comes to you, then you say, when opportunity comes to you, you say, Miko, yeah, that's how, most of us, we just, we lost, or we lose opportunities, right?
yeah.
Yes, because if you are not prepared, you are not prepared. I'm not talking about you guys, right? But if you are not prepared, and when something comes out, you've been given a job opportunity to go and serve in a little space or whatever, or traveling opportunity, and somebody you not even get a passport. Yeah, but you every day to your church you pray. And the reality is that you do not have a passport. You cannot sacrifice a few hours of your time, go at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, obtain a passport, go first at the Ministry of Health. Yes, the last time it was Health, right? Ministry of Health to get your birth certificate first,
Yeah.
get your passport, then you sit back. But you will not get it, but you will be to the church praying 24/7 for traveling opportunity. Look, when it comes now, then you have to do express. You have to do express. That means you will spend
A lot.
and yeah, people will say, oh, and ain't too much, but you bring everything will not rest until that passport. Sometimes it will not come within a time frame that you
Yeah.
and yes, you want it. So it's very good to prepare yourself for opportunities, and whenever you are given opportunity, grab it and make use of it. When you are supposed to go somewhere and learn how to do this, use your hands in doing whatever. I mean, something that will build you up positively, not getting involved with confusion, getting insulting people, and kind of negative vibes. No, I'm talking about something that will take you to another level, something that will build you up, something that will transform you, will transform your mind. So to our young people out there, whenever I have the opportunity to say something, I say it. And Marian, thanks for your invitation the last time. I mean, your school is amazing.
Yeah. Thank you.
So you are a leader at your school.
Yes, I'm the leader of my party right now.
Your party, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's awesome. So how you guys doing?
Good. As for me, feeling fine.
Hey, listen. All your voices are sticking in your throat. You have to bring it. No, me after no.
That was almost like this too.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe it's the atmosphere. 'cause
We
it is
atmosphere.
cold.
Put the AC to 16. I think the 16 is the highest, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Now you're
it's-
to 60 and
it's
28.
It's the 28.
Yeah.
28.
Yeah, so I did better for hospital.
Yes, it's better.
But it's not 28 and you complaining.
I don't used to complain. I'm not used to that.
Look,
Yeah,
if
what you saying, right? She's not used to cold place and
Uh-huh.
she want to go and work. So how is she?
you see, you gotta start adjusting to even if AC is at 17, that how spoiled I am. If it is at 17, I'm sweating. Yeah, yes. Sometimes I be like, so why am I even becoming? But actually, rainy season is my best season.
Ah.
Yeah, when I was coming as a child, when the rain is falling, that's when I'm outside taking bath under the cool. And fortunately for me, I'm just grew up so I can say so strong by the grace of God, because I will not just say falling sick, cold, all the kind of things there, but I will be outside and making sure that the rain falls on me.
Yeah.
If I take bath with the rainwater, oh Lord, I
So
feel so
good.
good. While other people will be having fresh cold and their nose already leaking, I'm moving strong. Yeah. So rainy season is the only thing. If it will impede my movement, where I have to go somewhere really like where, oh my God, I get so angry. I say, but when I like you, but the way you behaving, now you misbehaving. Yeah, but at 17, if AC is at 17, and sometimes I will even be like, the place is still hot. Yeah. So quickly before we can go further, maybe you have to say additional thing. We were in Sarah together. Joyce took by I think maybe you saw her here 1 or 2 times. We actually share a room together. So she's not using the AC too. She used maybe a little fan and stuff like that. So we're in Sarah Leone, and then I call myself, I mean, the AC is around 17, the highest, I think 16 or 17. So she'll be cold, trimming the girl, all the poor daughter come get taking my hair. And so she call it up because when she know I sleep, I don't sleep. Yeah, really. So, I'm working on something, she'll be spying me. As soon as I sleep for some time, if I have something to do, I'll be like worrying how to get it done. So as soon as she knows very well I doze or sleep, then she will creep. She put the AC off. When she put the AC off, it will not take me any time. I start sweating. And then I would know that something happened. I go back and put the AC on. And she's one time she just go, she said, "Oh, girl, sick in your hair." Oh." Yeah, because I just got so used to it, and I can't sleep. Sometimes I don't sleep without. Yeah,
But you're punishing each other.
yeah, but what we're doing now, you have to adjust yourself. She ready right now. She want to go America or go Europe or somewhere. So why if you go there?
She should adjust herself. Why you shouldn't adjust yourself also to not be in
No, then the people shouldn't have put AC there.
Okay, so this is a case where your roommate doesn't like something and you like it. So for you to have common ground, you lower the AC, let it be at normal level, then before you can have your space.
And listen, so you know what I use on her? I use my age. I use my
you know how the business
and you say, since my daddy 80 I get too much, like, yo, maybe I'll get sick in your hair. I say, "Oh, treat you, I'll get you better seat." But on a serious note, it's good to get adjusted. If she has some medical problem, I could have understand that she got some medical problem, but she doesn't have any kind of medical problem, so we were cool. But the only thing, you got big blanket. They put it in the room. Yeah, you have it.
You can use the quilts or your jackets or something.
Yeah. So why you can make use of it? So So how you guys doing, MYEAN?
Yeah, I'm doing good. Always.
You say your left feet.
No, what I do, when I go out, I sometimes like sweating every time. So as soon as I enter in the building, I say yes. I think America right now.
Yeah.
So if you go out, the sun, it can be too much. So as soon as you enter in the building, in the hallway, you can know that it's somewhere decent. Yeah. So each time I just come in the AC room, I just sit whole day and get out that comfort.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Akwe Ebwe writes, "You are indeed displaying the other side of you. You are multi-talented. I'm feeling your magical fingers." Oh my God. So you don't know a DJ? Oh. Listen. The kind of music I got to my fingertips, you don't even know it.
Sure.
Yes.
Wait, I thought it was a playlist.
No.
I was selecting.
Okay.
Yes, I'm see. Forget about playlists. Or forget about selecting. So if you go to a playlist, you play music that in the stuff, right? Yeah. So I'm not using a playlist. There's something, Sonny?
No, I found that, sir.
Yeah, just mute your stuff before you confuse it.
Yeah.
Okay. So I play music. I know music and yes, being a DJ, that what Chief Chris can say.
The magic of DJ Chris of Pizza.
Forget that over. So it is not about he said he doesn't like people to come and say I want to be a DJ, because anyone can become a DJ. Yes, anyone can play a music, and I see. But if you are doing it, also know that you have other areas in journalism that you can focus on. Yes, anybody can play music. Anybody can play. They have people who specialize in it, but for me, I think it's something
Just
that
a general thing.
people. Yes, you can. I can do it. For and how you call it? Truth FM owner. And style, you play music, you say something, continuity announcer, right? And you Lila,
Yeah.
you do it, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, and I like your fingertips as well.
Thank
Yeah. So I told you guys it's 4 o'clock today, but people, let me see whether I can check on. But let's talk about youth empowerment a little bit. We'll go to something else. Business, if they come on. If they don't come on, we'll still talk business,
Sure.
right? So any one of you can talk about youth empowerment. How do you see youth empowerment in Liberia? Should you want me to tell you what is youth empowerment? Or anybody can tell us What is youth empowerment? Youth. Don't be,
Um,
listen, let me just say, don't be afraid to make mistake. If you ever you want to be afraid to make mistake, you are not ready to succeed. You're gonna fail whatever thing you put your hands in, you will fail big. The last time I was invited to speak at an event, and then I started having a discussion, speaking, and they were enjoying me. And at the end of the time, I started to tell them, you will fail big. Fail, FARL means first attempt in learning, right?
Yeah.
You will fail. You will embarrass yourself. Yeah, journalists who are making headways or who had made marks in Liberia, when they started, they engaged a microphone. They didn't even know what to say. The last time they were telling me, he gave time to read. I think the ECOWAS or whatever radio at the time. He just went here, there, information, the news, while they getting the script. He finished reading it. His boss went there waiting for him to say, I turn it over to print. Yeah, then he said at the end of the news, then his boss went there looking at him. Why you looking at news? Your boss is there waiting for you to say, I turn it over to Zeze Koluba to continue the continuation of the news. Then you say, that's the end of the news. You news, you just get five, and you end it. So people have actually embarrassed themselves on. Yes, it's part of the learning curve. It's part of success. So you explain your success stories, and then I can remember at ERBC, Abraham Malaye was in studio. I don't know why is Abraham Malaye for a very long time. Abraham Malaye gave me time to read announcements. At the time, I was attending the journalism school and I had to do internship. That was in 2010, either 9 or 10. Yeah, either 9 or 10. Huh? I go start reading that day. I'm on cry.
Cry.
Yeah.
The experience was worse.
Listen. Is that Augusta saying cry?
No, that princess.
No, that Augusta?
I think the first experience was worse.
No, somebody cry.
That princess.
Look, if you the last time you be on her voice when I asked Princess, how you? Princess can one crash straight. Yeah. Princess can one cry. My people in my hand. I gotta be petty. Princess, you gotta make it. Princess, the last time, we were to water her office, and then. And Sissy was, encouraging her to, Princess, when Madeline asks you on the show how are you, and you gotta say something, you gotta go beyond. I said she can walk cry in my head. Princess can walk cry in my head. So actually that day was my people. I lost my voice, and coming from high school. I was doing high school special at ERBC with Zeze, Koluba Zeze, and we were all there. And you know what used to happen? When people listened to me on the radio, and I was in Cow Mission at the time, then they would tell me, they would tell my school we're having a program, and that person got to come and speak. They would say the young one that can report for Cow Mission, I want her to introduce me. So they'll come, who's that? No, SAAH, yes. And then I will go and present, speech. I will introduce the other speaker, and that's how it started a little bit. And then I also had the opportunity, through the press club, I had the opportunity to also represent thousands of young women, and let me just say women, that benefited from or were benefiting from Madame Sally.
Okay.
They were all beneficiaries, either from how you call it, from different walks of life. They were all some of them were students doing vocational programs at the university in and out of Liberia. So there was a time that we said we have to appreciate the president for can't gesture towards the Liberian women. So I was selected. I was chosen to go and represent at the Cecil Dennis Auditorium where you went to represent us the last time.
Huge honor.
So I presented a speech. They had national and international dignitaries, including Madam Salif. The hall was packed, and I spoke that day. I received a standing ovation from the president, and when she stood up, everybody got to follow. So it was a really wonderful experience for me. Yes, and that's how I got so much interested in public speaking again.
Yeah.
Because if I speak, people will clap.
Yeah, well, Magdalene, I will ask you a question.
Yeah.
Was all of that before you're crying, or it was after you're crying?
Oh no, that was off the radio. That was when I did.
You need a cry.
So it was actually done after I graduated from high school, and I had to do my internship with ELBC, and I was given the opportunity to re-announcement. That's where now the fighting, because they actually left me in the studio. And when you enter ELBC, the gadgets and everything at the time, the equipment, everything. So young me, how come I started reading. I was actually fluent, but I know when I look somewhere, I couldn't get help for my voice, everything is lost.
Just remember Jesus on the cross.
Oh my God. So it was actually after my experience presenting a speech there. I said, but they think good, I gotta continue it. So when I went home now, I started reading big books. But it was wonderful opportunity. Public speaking is very essential, is good. And look, let me tell you, before we go further, there is how to speak. You forget about whoever did that do. That CEO, Mr. Belinda sending over there. Mommy, please have your seat. Yeah, you can have your seat. Yeah. So, or wherever. So the only person I can't wear know that the CEO, the algorithm CEO or the incoming CEO. Okay. But on a serious note, public speaking is essential, is good. Well, you have to know your audience. Yeah, and you have to be
confident.
Confident. That's one. And you need to be very sensitive when people are getting tired. I see most pastors sometimes, you go to church, you preach, go to revival crusade, they preach forever. Not trying now to, bomb off our pastors, right? I respect them a lot. And not only to them, but public speakers. You don't wait for people to be like they are tired and they have to tell you, say, you have to watch their body language, and it will tell you that you have to go. So there are times you can present a 5-minute speech, and then you call it a day. And then they will be like, yes, I want to come again. I want to come and listen to her. I want to come and listen to him. So I was in AMU at the time, and then we had this Nubian FM, right? Can you remember Nubian FM? Right around Town Hall. So the CEO at the time, America, yes, we went there and we did a lotto. So they picked my name, and then they picked another Martha Blamo's name as well. So we were 27 in the room, but the two of us names were picked. So we went. It was to attend an event. Yeah, so we attended an event. And then the event, it was wonderful, it was funny, everything. But this is what I noticed about, our presentation. The lady I'm talking about was she was the first, in terms of performance in the class. She was very good. She speaks well. I admire her a lot. And yes, so hats off to you, sis, if you are listening. So, very smart. The English is so swift in her mouth, so slippery and stuff like that. I really so admire her. But according to the prof, she was ranked as the number one, and I was the number two. Yeah. So when we went back to the classroom and we had to deliver, she actually I went and did my presentation. I used like like 1-2 minutes to present my entire experience at the event. I finished and they were like, oh yes. So when time for her to present, it was so nice. She speaks good. She presented well, but she exceeded the time. And then now we had other people coming in, and because they were all to the door waiting, the other class can end before the other one, at the university. You understand what I'm talking about? So she should have ended before the other people come in. So like watching them at the entrance, there's a signal that tells you that these people are coming to class and you have to end it. But it was fine from the beginning until when we reached there. Now everybody started coming in, and then the speech, she did not like really end it like the way it's supposed to end. Yeah. So, but she's a very smart woman. It was just an example to tell me that, or some other areas, many areas we go and people will just be talking forever and they cannot observe. And sometimes the people you talk to, the people you talk to, like they once I was asked to go and speak to high school students.
Yeah.
High school students in the building. Then I go start speaking big book. I'm not communicating.
No.
Because they will not understand me.
Yeah.
So the first time I started speaking local English to grab their attention.
And you know what I really admire was
What?
the clap that you told the children to do. No one knew that you know it and the children also know it.
I told you, I said, listen, I'm a teacher, and when it requires for me to come down to you, I will do it. So we need to have a room. We need one room. That's one. And two, I know they know it. So I haven't been there before, but there are students, and I know from one place to another, teachers will always bring icebreaker. So it will grab their attention. There's a way to grab their attention. So after they did it, you heard noise from them. Okay, so that's it. So you're telling me about youth empowerment. How you really see the whole issue of youth empowerment in Liberia?
Okay, firstly.
Oh, you want to start?
Yeah, I want to start.
Why you're the man you're empowered in the country here?
Yeah, firstly, we would like to look at the country we're in. Yeah.
Okay, but wait, let's look at
What is
yes. So you got it on your phone because I got it. Yes, if you got it, you can read it.
No, I didn't bring my
You don't have it, you can use your phone.
If you want to,
Yeah, please use your phone. I already have it, but I want you to read. You got it?
all right.
Yes. If you too, you can read it. If you understand, if I have to help you, I will. Yeah.
Okay. Youth empowerment is a process where children and young people are encouraged to take charge of their lives. They do this by addressing the situation and then take action in order to improve their access to resources and transform their
Consciousness
through their beliefs, values and attitudes.
Yeah. Where people are encouraged, where children and young people are encouraged to take charge of their lives. Are you encouraged in Liberia?
Yes, for sure.
Sure. Yeah. Who encouraging you?
So on that question, I would like to ask three of you.
Sure.
Oh
Yes.
No, you asking them.
First, right?
Yeah. Let me ask you first. Okay,
Yes.
when we look at Liberia, firstly, is Liberia underdeveloped, or Liberia is developing, or Liberia is developed? Which one?
It's not developed for sure, and to be honest, to say like underdeveloped based, if we talk about stats concerning our resources and how they're being put to use, and our export and other things now that I would say underdeveloped. But if you look at the situation now, where you see improvement in certain sectors, businesses, especially the young people that are coming up with new ideas to improve certain places. Now we see better stuff, the music industry growing. We see other things happening with the youth, people starting their own brands and they're doing influencer stuff. I would say we're developing in that sense.
All right, so developing, right? So we are a developing nation. So according to the UN, a developing country is a country with relatively low standard of living, underdeveloped industrial base, and a moderate to low human development index. Yeah. So Liberia,
We're a developing country.
yeah, developing. I don't know what kind of other word we can
No,
use
getting
for
there.
for
developing.
me,
Yeah, in
We
my
getting
opinion,
there.
we're actually moving forward. If I were to say the least, we're actually moving forward.
So you're
Moving
speaking
forward,
in,
you want to add, yeah, how?
she's talking about technology
Mm-hmm.
and advancement in businesses,
Yes,
or
exactly.
it comes to infrastructure and leadership. Don't want to talk about that.
To be
Well,
honest, the infra. Oh, sorry, I cut you off.
no, okay. Well, what I think maybe mining trying to push here is when it comes to opportunity wise.
Opportunities, eh?
Yeah, opportunity.
Okay. All right. So, well, speak your mind. Just say whatever you think about
Okay,
the entire youth community.
okay. If I were to say for the youth, right? I see huge development of youth when it comes to ideas and stuff like that. Stuff you would not see like 20 years ago or about 10 years ago, you see it now because we're actually gaining ideas or coming up with new ideas from social
Social media.
media. Exactly. So I feel like the youth, we're actually trying to push certain things forward. And it is with that mindset that we can actually improve our standard of living in Liberia. Most in some cases you don't have to wait for the government to do everything for you. It just has to come from you as a person and you as a community to push forward certain development and stuff. And to be honest, the part of infrastructure, I think in Morovia we're actually, I feel like the buildings and stuff from the 19th century and the early 2000s, they look so much better, but it's destroyed because of the war. But there are some that are still standing and still beautiful. I don't know when they're going to renovate it and stuff like that. But I think infrastructure wise, we're actually getting there. You're seeing nice buildings around in Morovia.
Okay.
And let's speak in Morovia. I don't know about the other
Yeah.
counties like that.
So you asked us that if we get inspired by people, there are lots of people here in Liberia that have done so many things that we see as role models, that their lifestyles encourage us to do more.
Mm-hmm.
So as for me, I get inspired. I see Madam Lema Mowi. I was so excited when she came on the True Breakfast show. I even wanted to leave campus to come. Yeah, these are people that inspire us. They give us the opportunity to want to venture in different kinds of fields. So they empower us. They
Mhm.
make us to feel as we are women. We can
Mm-hmm.
do anything. We can work. Even you, as a person, says Madeline, you always say that you encourages us to do more. In fact, us give us the opportunity. So I feel that a lot of youth are getting inspired.
Yes,
O-
exactly.
Okay, to you, money. You were
yeah.
asking.
So I would like to ask you again.
Mhm.
So when we look
No, but
at,
what's your view on it first?
okay, first my view on this is that first when we look at Liberia, for my own view is that Liberia is underdeveloped.
Okay.
Okay.
When we talk about underdeveloped,
Mhm.
a country that you say is developing to have correct internet system,
Mhm.
low connectivity,
Okay.
and to have like job, youth empowerment, and so forth. So when we see in Liberia, Liberia don't have correct internet system,
Mhm.
don't have low connectivity,
No
and
good school
people are
system.
still suffering from food. And Liberia have the resources and have all of these things, but are not making use of these. So
Okay.
you cannot look at Liberia and say Liberia is developed or is developing. So I consider Liberia to be a country that is underdeveloped.
Okay.
Yeah. So like in general, we look at it like we found out that African country, that it's just a few African countries that is developing. Like we found out like you see Nigeria is developing, because you look at the people internet system, you look at the road, you look at the people infrastructure. These are things that you can look at and tell people that they are developing or they have developed.
Okay.
So my question to you is that how can people help our youth for them to make the country to be a good nation?
How can people help?
Yeah.
People
Okay.
are helping one in so many different ways. One has to do with capacity building
Mhm.
because when our mind is developed, we will start to develop ourselves. And if there is no capacity building, for us to move forward will be a difficult thing to do because it was the same capacity building that brought us into the 15 years or 14 years civil war because our mind were not that developed. So one of the things could be capacity building for the youth. And then the next thing could be like finance.
Okay. As for me, I feel like somebody is strictly based on entrepreneurship
Mm-hmm.
and so I feel self-reliant. If
Mm.
we teaches our children or other youth around us to be self-reliant, to be able to depend on themselves, to be able to save and have income for themselves, to run their little businesses, to put their skills and talents into use that they will be able to earn for themselves. I know strictly that Liberia will improve in the next 10 years. So when they are self-reliant, they will be able to be productive and it will make impact into our society.
Yeah, and another thing, if somebody coming up to help you, you gotta be willing to receive the help.
True.
Because if somebody is coming up to help you and your mind is not to receive that help, the person just going to be wasting their time or wasting their resources, whatever, because you're not in the position to receive it, maybe only because the funding is there
Mm.
and the few time you're going to learn for the capacity building, you're going to receive some $5 or $10. And at the end of the day, once you benefit that, you just slow down on the whole thing and move to your another activity. So we got to be having a willing mind to
Yeah.
improve ourselves first, then we can get people to help.
That's so true. And on that note, I would like to say something.
Mm-hmm.
Like what she was basically trying to say is something about mindset, right?
Yeah.
If you have the opportunity and it's been placed in front of you, you have to make use of it. But if you don't make use of it and you want to jump from one place to another, it's not going to help you in any way.
Of course.
Secondly, I would say that to be very honest, I don't think the opportunity is really there like that here in Liberia.
No.
I see improvements in stuff like we're starting to have talent shows
Yeah.
and this and that and other activities, the beauty pageants, the every year they come, the more it gets streamed and bring
Yeah.
out stuff like that. And then we're seeing people doing ads. I like the fact that we're moving more, like we're going more social media with
Mm-hmm.
certain things, and I feel like that's going to be a huge help for us. But to be honest, the opportunity
It's
has to
not
be
there. Like the
there.
market is not there to sell
It's
us.
not there
Yeah.
exactly. And then Liberian people, I feel like they're too way back.
Thinking.
Yeah, thinking too way back. If you ask me, Liberian people thinking too way back. They don't want to evolve in their thinking. The only way a country can move forward is that we start thinking in the
Forward.
future.
Yeah.
If we start thinking forward and not being stuck in the same place or stuck in the past, people will still, you'll meet many Liberians that will still blame the underdevelopment of this country on a
Yeah.
war that was years and years and years ago, when there's something that could be done in this point in time. So I feel like it's basically just mindset. Only mindset will, the changing of our mindset. That's the only way our country is going to move forward, and the youth is going to be empowered to
Okay.
mindset and finances.
Yeah. Money, I had while you were talking, something just ran in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, a lot of people give hand out to people, but
Mm-hmm.
they don't give hand up. So
Mhm.
it's just something I just made up.
Yeah.
It's just a philosophy
Yeah.
that you help people, you give them the catch, but you
Mm-hmm.
don't give them the knowledge to go up there.
Exactly.
So did I give them tips? People receive tips. I feel that you have to build a person's mind and now it's happening in Liberia. We see a lot of vocational centers. People
Mm-hmm.
are learning tailoring and they are building up themselves. So if you give people hand up, something that they'll be able to rely on, even if you are not around, and then definitely that life gonna be improved and
True.
things gonna remain permanent. Even when you are not around, they will still be able to blow, or
Exactly.
they still be able to go further.
Yeah, and
Okay.
and the other thing, like Mania were asking, how can people help? Because if you giving a hand up to people, like our common saying
Mhm.
says, that teach the man how to fishing,
Mhm.
right? Not just to give him fish. So once you teach the person how to fishing, they should be able, especially the stakeholders, should be able to create the environment in which these people will sell themselves. Then at the end of the day, you will see them to stay within what they have learned. But then once the market is not available for the people to sell themselves,
Mm-hmm.
it's going to be difficult for them to stay within it.
Exactly.
So Princess, you draw
Mhm.
my attention to a question that
Mhm.
you said, according to you, said after like 14 years of civil war. So after 14 years of civil war, you
Yes.
found out that we seen a president came in chair after her term, another president came in chair, and we are not seeing any like changes in the country. So are you only going to be saying yes, we came from 14 years of civil war and just that saying is just going to be passed over
No,
from your generation to
mm,
another
no,
generation?
no, no. What I said was the mindset. We need to develop our mind as a youth. Or if you ask if people coming in to help, or what can they help us with? So I was talking about coming with capacity building.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And you said you don't see
It was
anything
not,
going on. So
yes.
in what context are you speaking? Because it's like you are making our minds broaden. You said after the next president to another president, and you don't
No,
see
he
anything.
meant
And then
What
the
I
he
said,
Yeah.
didn't
So
government,
in what context?
the
Because
government.
he meant after the war. Let's say after President
Elliot,
Taylor.
yeah,
No,
No,
after President
yeah,
Taylor,
Taylor,
right?
yeah,
yeah,
Lord,
We
Elliot,
had
yeah,
Madame
Sally,
Salie
yeah,
two
term,
two
term,
terms,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
yeah,
President Weah
right,
one
one,
term, and now
and now we have
President
President
Walker.
Walker. So what I mean, we had long years after the war. I think
yeah,
20 years
20 years,
now,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
20
20
years
years
And we
now.
still say,
after 14
after
years.
the war,
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
after the
exactly.
war, you stable
yeah,
here.
that's true, right?
So
I
the
coming
war actually took a lot from
a lot,
us.
and
Yeah.
then I coming to a point, right?
Mhm.
You can see people like the last time Chief Chris was giving a scenario where somebody ate was his sister or somebody cook okra for the reason which he don't like okra.
Mhm.
So if people are saying because of the war or we've been there
Mm.
before, it's because these past or this trauma people live with it.
Mhm.
They have to go through real counseling before some people forget about their past. But it's just difficult for you
No,
to
but
just
I
forget
don't say
about.
get you what the cooking of the okra has to do
It has
with
to do with you carry on certain
the
trauma.
person cook okra during the war.
No, not okra
No,
during the
it
war.
was like a scenario
It was
what
a
he
scenario where
saw.
he
Or
saw
what he
Yeah,
that
saw.
they
so from
don't
what he
like
saw, he
Oh,
okra.
he
cannot eat
doesn't
okra.
like
He
okra.
don't eat
Yeah,
He
okra
doesn't
anymore.
like okra.
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
So it's from that perspective, I'm trying to say that it goes the same with the Civil War.
Okay.
Okay.
Even though today that you have passed or almost 20 years or have passed 20 years, but
Mm-hmm.
you got more people today still living with that trauma.
Yeah.
Not gonna lie.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you're right about people still living with a trauma.
So that's why I talk about capacity building.
But there are other
What
avenues.
about the 2 million plus people that have been born after that time that have not experienced that trauma? What's their excuse? I can
yeah,
ask that question because we're 5 million now. If you
Mm-hmm.
went back, if you went way back, we're like a million and something, but now
Mm-hmm.
we're like 5 million living in Liberia now.
Mhm.
So for those people that never experienced the war, some of them that had the opportunities to do stuff better and do things, what is their excuse?
yeah,
There's no excuse to that. I can say bad governance, yes, it's something, but you cannot blame everything on the government. You can't
Yeah.
expect the government to do everything for you. It comes with simple mindset. The fact that people will walk around and throw trash in the street, you ask them why. There's no reason why. It's just something they're so accustomed to doing. But if
So
they leave the country and go somewhere else, they want to respect those streets and stuff because there's strict laws on those. So I feel like it's the mindset of the
So
people.
that's why I said that people, if you want to empower somebody, you should make them self-reliant. Yes, you should. If whether that person is your child, your puppet, or your mentee, and somebody you are mentoring, you have to make that person self-reliant. I do home study for children, so normally I tell my student, read your note yourself. Tell me what you understand, and I write down a few questions, answer that questions without me being around. I'll act like I'm busy, though I'm paying attention, because I want that the day I'm not around, she should be able to study by herself, and she while
Do her
studying,
own
she'll be able to understand that. So a lot of youth are going wayward because they depend on their parents or the mindset that we're being like, brother, the government supposed to do everything.
I hate that.
So even our popular musicians say the government will not put dapper on your baby man. Yeah.
I swear.
So we need to be self-reliant. We need to bear ourselves. We need to put. There are other mediums, other youths are using out there that are pushing them to the world. Now we're in the digital stage where you have social media.
Make use of it.
Yeah, you can put up your products, your talents, and people all around the world gonna see you.
That's how people get sponsored and get blessed to travel and do this and do that. But I'm a patriot, so I don't care. Whatever opportunity I get, I will accept, right?
Okay.
But I'll make sure to come back and try to develop in places where I see there is need, especially when I didn't have that opportunity growing up, and then I got that opportunity and went elsewhere, and then I have the money now. The important thing to do is come back, use that to sponsor other kids so that Liberia is gonna grow.
Strong woman. Strong women coming up. Yeah. So what is your age?
I'm 17, turning 18.
You see, smart, very, very smart. Oh my Augusta.
Just a mom birthday thing with I wore a necklace with my name on it. That's it. So a colleague of mine was like, "Why you have to wear your name on your chest?" So I said, "Because my name is Augusta." And I said, not that I don't like the name, but a lot of people struggle to pronounce the name. But they are familiar with Betty. So and Betty makes me look older.
Mom Betty. No, but listen, nobody should call you Betty. Your name is Betty. Nobody should call you Betty. Betty Pounds.
You know when
I even know what all my wife to orange her name is Mom. They call her Betty. But when I see her, I call her Betty, Mom Betty, and you know. But like brown people, yeah, man. Yeah, they spoil everything. So tell me, you how many years old? You can't call your age on the radio?
I'm 22.
Okay, you see, very young. MYEAN.
14.
Your MYEAN is 14 years old.
You're 14?
2009. Calculate.
That was when I started my college. Yeah, I started my college university. But you know, Liberia, you know, it's a long, long story.
Wow.
Yeah.
He's eating different kind of rice.
When you see my big brother, 21 years old, when you see like my father, brother. Yeah, 21 years old.
Wow.
Yeah.
So he's a president of his SUP, his party.
SUP.
Oh my princess.
I'm older than all of them.
My princess.
Yeah, because you said you what? 17 to 18 and 22 and they another my like
14.
Yeah, 14 to 15. They another my like third little sister crowd. So I ordered and ordered them.
Okay, so you bring your president to me now? No,
So you're done with your answer, right?
No, yes, that's what I'm saying, right? My third little sister. Yeah, no, you crash. She ordered and ordered.
What the heck?
What's the age?
Like way.
You got my third little sister. No, seriously, because my third little sister was born 2000. She's Tasha T. Marshall. She's in Ghana.
My little brother, he's in India right now. He's studying. Yes, I'm older than him 9 years.
Mm.
Yes, I'm older than him nine. I was born 9 years, but when you,
You are
but
one of
when, but when
you
you,
are the bigger guy in my class when we were in class together.
okay, so when you see him, he's bigger than I. He got hair all over on his face. And sometimes when we used to be moving, people would say, "Oh, I mean that's something dating there. Oh, you gotta say that woman older than me. That my big sister older than me 9 years. They born her, and before they could even think of bringing or giving birth to me. Well, making making impact when you are young is the best time because you can't wait when you get old before you try to
Yeah.
make impact.
Like what the guy was saying the last time, say work when it is day.
Yeah,
The
and
before the night.
yes,
That's
I think
right.
that Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1 that talks about when work
When
with
it is day,
youth,
yeah.
yeah, youth and youngness. Well, I mean, you're finding that you can hear
Youthfulness,
me.
Work
youthfulness,
your
yeah,
youth
yeah,
days.
you.
Yeah, yeah. So yes, please find it. Ecclesiastes 12 verse 1. Yes, it talks about youth and work, young people and stuff like that. I know it, but I don't know because mine sitting right, he just confusing me. I can't get it from my fingertips. On a serious note, you
What
better
you to do Bible question?
Ecclesiastes what?
12 1, 12 verse 1. So make impact
Mhm.
when it is, when you are young. And then sometimes when I go places and they had to read my bio, I be shame. And I'm not faking. I ain't calling Martin, calling the guy.
Took a research
It
on
was
My
it.
yeah, but on a serious note, getting involved with most of these activities. Sometimes when I go places, I sit so quiet. I be in my little corner, and when they start to read it, then people say, "Oh my God, oh my God!" It is not. I work with UNE Egypt, or I work with BBC, CNN, but my little work that I do here, and I appreciate it. So when I put them to, sometimes I don't even put when I put them together and they read it, it brings pride to me that it's good to serve.
Yeah.
It's good to serve. It's good to lower your shoulders. It's good to be tough. When I mean it's good to be tough, um, strong, confident.
Mhm.
Because some areas you will work and you will not. I always say they will not put red carpet down for you to work on. You gotta work for it. You need to have a you need to be mentally strong. That's what I want to say. And I will say this to you: most women or more women are listening right now. Let me say it. I won't call anybody's name. I will just say it. So some days when you find yourself in other, apart from Renaissance, you go in other professional area, you will know that it is not easy to just make it out there.
Yeah.
I was working with this company. We were 5, 6 that were sent there to do a program.
Mhm.
I was selected among them. We did some interviews, like 2, and I came out. I told them before we left from there, I said they'll choose me. They said, "Madam, you don't when you get the opportunity." I said, "I will not allow one to pass by me. So I will go if I don't make it. No problem. But you see that car over there? I will be in that car. They'll be carrying me around." And they were all like, "Hey, don't go." And you know what happened that day when they were going for the interview? Unfortunately, I never had transportation.
Mhm.
I was not informed. They all went and did not even say, "Oh, but you have
Yeah.
to." Nobody informed me. So later on, I got a call and said, "Oh yeah, you have to come. Interview is going on." They did that interview. I'm not even in that kind of interview.
Yeah.
Readiness.
Yes, that kind of the
Dress
dress
code.
code.
Okay.
Yeah, because I like to be in my coat like
Mhm.
EPS officer. So I was in sneakers, skin tight, and dress, and I went. I was successful. I
Yeah.
started to work with in that little space and stuff like that. But then this lady was not giving me no time, no, like There were, like 2, 3 persons were in that place. One was actually, I was like a baby to her, but she was reporting to somebody bigger than, in
Yeah.
the position. And she couldn't give me time, because every time I go to the office, I have to ask, what can I do for today? And she'll be like, the face will be dying, like, no, I don't need you. So it was eating me up. I didn't want to go, and be explaining, so be telling every, sometimes, have control.
Yeah.
I had a control like 3, 4 months, and then 3, 4 months, I had to bring it out, and I confided in somebody who I used to serve, just as Chief Grace. I serve him coffee, and every time he goes out, he come in. It was fun. I call him even father, because he. So he said, "You mean she said that?" I said, "Yes. I didn't bring myself here, and I cannot be in a place where I cannot grow."
Yeah.
So every time I had to wake up in the morning, I had to ask, "What can I do? What can I do?" I have goals. I have daily goals, and I have to achieve them. So I can't just allow the whole day to waste.
Yeah.
So I said, if it continues, I don't think I can stay here. Even though it's a place of prestige and, opportunities and stuff, I say I can't. So after some time, still, if I go, because when she started, I thought she was actually testing, but it was going beyond. I was hearing all kinds of stuff and stuff like that. Sometimes people feel intimidated, sometimes insecurity. Well, so at certain point, I had to quit,
Mm.
because I couldn't continue it. I have to grow.
Yeah.
Whenever you are anywhere, if you
It is
don't
the
grow,
best
you
thing
leave from
yeah.
there. If I wasn't growing at UFA, I would say this today. Even our CEO is into it right now. If I wasn't growing at UFA, I would quit.
Sure.
It's not about getting the money. It's about growing. It's about growing in your little space that you have. If you can't grow, then, what are you doing there? So, between you and the audience can bear witness, from the year I came from 2020 up to now, I have grown.
Mm-hmm.
UFA is not the price really that I work with, but I have grown so much, and I know that. So when I left from there, I went to another woman. I had the opportunity to serve. Okay, I served Madam. After I left from that place,
Mm-hmm.
I went to Madam Christine Torbo Norman,
Okay.
who had, how should I even put it in English? She's dead. She
Yeah,
she
she
passed
passed
away.
on.
The owner of
I
ICA.
see the yeah. She
Yeah.
lives in Police Academy, not too far
Yes,
from us.
that's where I used to work.
Okay.
To reap office there.
Yeah.
I used to work there as her executive secretary.
Okay.
Yes. So I worked there, and all the big top women in the country. You think I got an email, right? Because I sent an email. When she sending emails to them, she copied me and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
I work. And at the end of the day, somebody saw me doing something there and said, "Oh, but then you can work for this other company." I went and started to do some work and service. And that other woman, just like a mother to me. The two of them, and Madam Christine, may also rest in peace. She didn't even want me. She was so difficult. If you can work for her, you can work for anybody in the world.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh my God.
There are too many principles.
Look, I worked for her in during the COVID. When we finish Victor Mama, Victor Bona, how you doing? When we finish taking back home, we dress, we kind of work. Including the guy who are doing with a banker from one top bank in the country here. Everybody will take back. You will take back, and then I know how to say it. She will give me a big shirt to wear, because she want me passing in front, and everybody be like lucky, and the young woman and more all of them. I already know I'm talking about the structure, woman. So the big shirt I close bro, I will put it one side. She will give me one big shirt to wear. All my hips, everything will cover.
Mm.
And then you won't laugh, and you laugh. You don't feel sorry. She's not alive. Look, and then she will look at me someday. She will say, "Magdalene." I said, "Yes, ma'am." And she will say, "You are so patient with me." I said, "Yes, ma'am. I'm here to learn."
Mm.
And she said, "You my mentee. I'm the mentor." I said, "Yes, I know." Yeah, but she was so difficult to work with. And so now she would say, "Thanks for understanding me, I'm old." And I said, "Okay, I understand." Yeah, me also rest in peace. So Victor Mamu Bunda and even why you call this guy? Tommy? Yeah, Tommy who's with he's now with the LPRC. He was also working there. He was also working there, and they know exactly what I'm talking about. Tommy will say, they're on my but it was wonderful learning as well. We all was always well when she called and had to go and do one or two things. And then I was recommended somewhere. And where I went, it was like a mother. I don't call her name before somebody got my mouth for me. Just like a mother. That woman paid my graduation fees from the AMU.
Wow.
The little work I did. And you know why? I will always tell you, money. Every time you do something small, you want people to pay you. Every time, hey, Henry, every time you do small thing, you take pay for you, you put it so you want people to pay you. Money is important. It's very good. Me like, yeah, that money, when you give me $50, I will count it 50 times. But when it comes to building relationship, I'm on top of that. I was working, going there at times. When I finish, she'll be already gone. She would not be like, I will leave without even telling her, but I had a work to do for 2 weeks. No transportation. I was cool. I was quiet. I think 2-3 weeks, we're on it. So when we started getting used to each other, and we'll be in the office, we'll be even be gossiping about people. we'll be gossiping about Julia. Then she said, "Magdalene," I said, "Yes, ma'am." What the fuck can be bluffing? She don't Julia say, good friends. She said, "What Julia can be bluffing? They even slapped on me." I said, "Yeah, I got issue with him." We gossip about everything, and we were really cool. Yeah. And I even use a car going around. They didn't love me because the car. Yeah, that's more. I'm not calling her name before I wanted my mom from me. She that big car, she was saying careless communication, drop it so, go so. And I be there, the driver carry me around. Yeah. The driver take me around anywhere I want to go. Especially with what.
And at that time, you knew how to drive. Can you imagine?
I beg you. I'm gonna be driving that car at AFL.
Speed up.
Yeah, so yes. We were cool. She trusted me with her office, and she's somebody who is very wealthy.
So that the human relationship.
Yeah, yes. So to tell you that some areas you go, they're going to put bread carpet down for you to walk on it.
No.
And you be waiting, oh yeah, here comes the. And for me, I have, I know how to be tough. I'm a very tough person.
Which is good.
Yeah, I'm a tough person. Sometimes you come around me, you think I don't like you, but I be like watching you, and I want to expose my entire me to you. Okay. There most of the time you can't, my face be like, I can really frown, but sometimes, I want to be tough. It's not about intimidating you, but don't feel like everything will come easy to you.
Yeah.
It's not that. It will not come easy to you. Some areas you go, you will have to wear a tough jacket. You will meet men, you will meet women that don't even want to see you.
Sure.
It's something I have gone through a lot. I say, as young as I am, I'm in my 30s. I don't want to be a zag. You want to go.
Early or late.
That's your business. Yeah. Look at you. You ain't quite age. I don't know my age. Yeah. I beg. So, but if you go my place, you'll see my age. I don't hide it. I'm not, like pretending I'll be. Like one of my friends, I've been knowing about 2009. She's still 24 years old.
Yeah, I know somebody like that.
Yeah,
they're all kind of nice.
Yeah, man. For 2009, you said 22. So, that's it. It's not about getting everything so easy. You need to wear something, a jacket of, toughness. Yeah, sometimes you go area and people will be like testing you. Don't make it look like they hate you. People will always be somewhere Some in one corner that full of hate, that full of jealousy, envy, and they want to bring you down. They'll say negative things about you. Those are things that I'm used to.
Okay.
And when you are working with me, I will always tell you, close your ears.
Mhm.
Yes, I've told you that thousands of times. The where you are in a newsroom, you're not there for people to say, oh, today, you oh my heart like you and something. No, that's not whether a red carpet is laying down or whatever. No, just do what you're supposed to do professional. Keep your space happy. Don't allow people to make you unhappy in your little space. That's why I don't know who I'm not speaking to. Yeah. I will tell you this. I'm not stupid. I got penis, I got maybe it. But I sat down somewhere and somebody insulted me for almost 30 minutes. I didn't say a word. Because if I'm going to say a word, the whole world going to know. The whole world will say that MAGDALENE, I didn't look at me speaking on youth empowerment. Or she the one, and this and that. 30 minutes. I didn't say a word. The only thing I did was to call. All right. So after some years have passed and passed and passed, I have to interview the very person that this at some point in time on the same platform.
Wow.
And it looks like nothing happened. Be professional, not transferring aggression. Don't make people feel like you're using your platform to get at them. Yes. We'll do all the fun on Facebook. Yesterday I posted something and they post say they make he's selling a fridge that doesn't have a door, and he convinced me to buy it and use curtains. So I mean, we post fun, we have fun on Facebook, and not using my handle my Facebook account to insult people. I use professional. I post my activities. I make my fun. I leave from there. If I get relationship issue with my man, you will not see it. No, you will not see. That's from way back. That's me. I will not go at BS meaning, he did this one. No, that you the one who will use the account to say it. I'll be quiet in my space. I don't do it. If I have my relationship issue, it's not for, but the day I want to tell you, I will say the last time I posted why, I had a breakup in 2019, and I said it. I said, I work from there. Yeah, because I spent over 9 years. The last time the young woman was over there at the DW interview. Yeah. And I said a whole lot of nonsense. That was I said, my people, why are probably the kind of a relationship today? I messed up that day. But you know what? The people took piece of that mess, then they made their stuff with it. And somebody from Ghana told me that it was, I think, on BBC or
on TW watching on TV or on the internet.
Yeah, on the internet. I think the person said to it was BBC or something that's because on a program. Yeah. So I told them, I said, but it's supposed to be on DW stuff. That's a serious mess. I ain't here to talk about relationship in the open and stuff like that. But that's me. I'm not a perfect person. Don't see me as perfect. I'm one of the worst sinners. And I come and say, oh yeah, me, I too nice.
I'm business on worst sinner.
Yeah?
No, I didn't say
And you might just be a very worst sinner than even me, because I don't put your mouth on me. So we don't make ourselves look too perfect. Yes, I don't make myself look too perfect. I got a lot of flaws and I'm working on it. But I don't keep malice in my heart because I'm somebody as soon as I call on God, I want him to answer me quick. Yeah. And I have this kind of my instinct is very strong. So when that one, if I oh my God, I didn't even get time to talk.
Okay.
Oh my God, talking is sweet. Yeah, so if it's 5, Yeah, but we're closing up now. So I'm saying this is not only to you guys, but
To
other
the
young people who are listening to be resilient, to be brave, to be strong, to be courageous, to know your value, to know that you have goals. You can't just compromise your values for anything. You have to, work on yourself. You have to open up for correction, open up to growth as well. So I'm even sweating right now.
Ooh.
Yes, I'm sweating.
It's on 24.
Yeah, I'm sweating.
Yeah, Madeline.
You on the radio? Hello.
Yeah, let me just something. Yeah,
Okay.
thank you, man. I've been listening to you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, when I graduated from high school, actually before then, I was very composed to speak stand up, as I'm doing now.
Okay.
But after that, I was touched by one of my neighbors, may also rest in peace. He told me, saying,
Okay.
and that hurts me a lot.
Hmm.
So, I would advise the young people, you want to take center stage as that, like this. You have to read. That's a saying that there's a weakness in this country. Why
Okay.
people don't speak standard English.
Okay.
So that we're back to God, do reading.
Okay.
I taught English for a long time as an instructor, and I did it to my best, at least, if not 100%. I did it to my best.
Okay.
And I was admired by people, and I was so surprised about this. Thank you, Madeline.
Okay, sir. Thanks so much. Please do not forget, what's her name again? I forgot your name. You supposed to be with us on the next edition of the Youth Conversation. Please, the parents were looking up to you, at least 4 or 5 persons to come. We will announce it. It will also be on my social media page, my Facebook page. Yeah, so let's take a few calls.
Sure.
Y'all want to say anything with regards to what I said? Maybe you want to add up. Let's take a few calls. I just put in for some time and they will get rid of us.
Okay.
Okay, sure.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah, from what you said, you mentioned a lot about what I got from there was being humble and also not setting your mind on money first.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you gotta give yourself space to grow,
Mm-hmm.
and then you gotta first have the idea on how to grow. If you're being in a place that is like not helping you grow in a way that you know you can grow, you leave that space.
Mm-hmm.
Like if I was in their place, I would have done the same thing. Like if I'm somewhere and then I feel like I'm not doing anything and my abilities are not being put to use or anything,
Mm-hmm.
I would have left the place immediately because I don't feel like I need to sit somewhere and be doing nothing and da 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 da. So
Okay.
this is an encouragement to the youth. Please listen to Miss Magdalene and yeah, try and
Okay.
improve.
Yeah. Yes, Lila. Yeah. So we can take calls.
Sure.
Okay. 07777253819 0777253819. Now we are actually in time. I didn't know. I'm sweating right now. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know. Said the time is 5 o'clock. Please. Yeah. Thank you. 0777253819. You want to add up to what you want to say anything concerning what was we discussed here this evening on the show. Yes.
Like we others stated,
You can be saying when I get call, I will alert you.
we talk about youth empowerment from the onset, and
Augusta, please excuse me a little bit. Yeah. Hello.
Hello,
Yes, sir.
I'm Jason Was, Baseball Portable Flower Pot.
Okay.
Yeah, when you go talking, I grab something.
Mm-hmm.
When the youth are in the country, they will do something with their hand, but when they do, they'll say they learn something. For example, I'm a tailor. Let me introduce myself. Okay, when I try to teach somebody,
Mm-hmm.
after teaching them, when they try to, they'll say, try to go something. When they do it, but bring it back to me. It's very hard. I'm teaching people around. So when I couple for them, bring it back after soon I come to see the error and do it.
Okay.
Do the person. I can plan with 5 person. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. They will learn. But the Japanese can't call the girls, can't do the one, can't do the one. No.
Okay.
So they don't go seriously.
Yeah. Yeah. Put more time. Thank you so much for placing your call. Hello.
Hello, Madeline.
Yes, ma'am. Stewart, how you doing?
Okay, thank you so much for all that you have taught the young people, whether they are young or old. but I want to remind them
Mm-hmm.
that the Bible says in 2 Timothy 3:16,
Mm-hmm.
all scripture is God's breath. It is used for teaching, training,
Mm-hmm.
and rebuke business.
Mm-hmm.
Nowadays, you try to correct the young people and they get vexed when you, but they won't even speak to you because you have
That's
good feelings. So don't give up. Keep teaching. Keep training.
Okay, ma'am.
And they will one day get to do the right thing.
Thanks so much.
okay.
Yes. Hello. Hello. Yes, ma'am. Yeah. Who's on the line? Okay.
Please
I'm
step
sorry. We
away from
can't.
the
Yeah.
monitor.
we can. We can. Yeah. Yeah. Hello.
That was Mama interrupted. Chris Mama.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt it and talking about, building oneself when it comes to this language.
Oh. Okay. All right.
Some people want to take center stage.
Okay. So what you do? Yeah. Please. Text me again. We have to include you on the panel for our upcoming discussion, the youth conversation.
Oh, okay.
All right. Please don't forget to inbox me. Yes, we will take at least 2 more calls, and yes, we ask for small time, and we can,
Exceed.
yeah, we can exceed it. Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we have to close up. Some calls were coming in, but yeah, let's not ride a whirling horse to death. Yeah, they already. Yeah. So, your parting comments. You want to say anything,
Yeah,
Princess
yeah,
Augusta?
yeah. Like what I got from you, even though we're talking about youth empowerment and we never ended it, but what I got from you was seeing opportunity and seizing it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seeing it right.
seizing every opportunity you got, make maximum use out of it. Make sure you empower yourself, improve yourself in any way, and do not wait for somebody to bring it to you on a silver platter. Yeah,
Okay.
true.
Yes. Oh, who there? Who there again?
Augusta, Mom Betty.
Yeah, she said I'm among that Betty near as well. But it's Betty. Nobody call my baby Betty. Oh.
Mom Betty.
When they call you, even they call you for money, when they call you Betty, don't answer them.
They say you're not fine.
Then they get money that fine sis. Nobody will call my baby Betty. That her name is
They will
Betty.
not answer what about you for money.
They call you for money. Say don't agree. Don't listen to them. Yeah, so let me get have this guy on from the youth conversation. I think you want to chip in. How you doing, Kamara? Edward Kamara. Yeah, fine. Just about monitor. Yes, I'll let you go, Chief. So what you wanna chip in?
I just want to appreciate you guys. Thank you for the unique discussion. It's important. Yeah, education to young people in this country are very affected a lot of people in the country. As we see now, our president, you have a good lesson for them, right? And we should take where you get our education and continue to do that. So we really appreciate you. Many of the people, you just have to open ourselves and to know education and how to be, we have to go people that have to open ourselves and be ready to get around in order to receive education. But we should not be so people so consistent with the information to the people. I don't know this thing. I will just continue with my work. To work. That you need to be working for education. So we just want to appreciate you and continue to do what you're able to do in order to, bring out people in society that will be your best person. So I definitely appreciate you.
Okay, so just stay on the line. Let me tell everybody who you are. Edward Kamara lives in the western part of Liberia. He's a teacher from Bomi. He's a teacher at the Cifra Bill Institute, a very committed teacher for that matter, because they took almost 2 months to get me to go to the school in Bachake. And then after Bachake is in Bomi, is somewhere there in Bomi. And then after I went there, made a commitment to open a girls' club. Now we have the girls' club. We have close to 30, 40 members. and it will be lunch. So all of you will go there for the launching of this girls club.
Sure.
We talk, we teach about respect, civic responsibility as a student, as a citizen. We talk personal hygiene. We also talk women's issue, sex education as well for the the ones that are bigger. So yes, so that's what we are doing, and I know you all are members. The day we're launching, you will go there and form part of it.
No, we
So
both members.
yeah, yup.
I'm looking forward to that.
Also, that's it. I pause here.
I said we are forced members. So
All right. Hello.
we're not forced, but we'll go there.
Yes. Yeah, you the last caller. Okay.
Yeah, I listened to your conversation and I got key points from the in there.
Okay.
As Latin, what is telling us that we are not moving forward is the mindset of Latin.
Okay.
Because we don't want to do anything on our own. We want to depend on others. And the only thing that we will develop is our mindset. There will be no development in this.
Sure.
And she also said that we have to be moving forward. We have to help ourselves by doing things on our own in order to come and work. Join all in helping ourselves. But if ourselves cannot do anything on our own, then imagine that let me say, we don't start with this moving. Yeah, sorry, but we have to make mistakes. And where we have to do something for ourselves. Not only motorbike is a way forward for our life. And you not stop being on motorbike until you get home. But if you learn your trade, that will help you that tomorrow you'll be able to do something that will help you.
Okay.
For sure.
These are the things that are determined in the brother cannot move forward.
That's right.
The mindset of the Latvian. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Chief, for placing your call. Yes. Okay.
That was the last caller.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. We are.
Last, right?
Okay. So yeah, we gotta go. Eh? You want this more?
I said the DJ ready to floor. The weekend for everybody, right? Yeah.
You just a girl. You on fire. No. I'm talking to princess. You just a woman. You forgot when I tell you everybody say you all the thing. No, that's not for you. You just a woman and you on fire.
Yeah.
We can just begin.
That was actually good.
Okay, so yeah, we gotta go. We into time. Yes, so 30 seconds each to sign up.
Okay.
Yeah, your parting comments.
I'm
30
glad
seconds.
I was here today and I learned a lot. I learned to be patient, and I want to say out there to every one of us, let us speed up our mindset to be self-reliant, to empower ourselves and empower others. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so Lila George here again, and I'd like to say thank you for having me on the show. It's an honor. Really enjoyed myself. I learned a lot actually, and I'm happy that I was able to put forth some ideas towards the youth. Let's be serious and let's take our lives seriously so we can build our country.
That's awesome. Yeah, Alma.
No, I'm not your mother because you said you wanted to be.
No, I beg you. You now stated that you Alma.
Okay, thank you so much for having me again. It's a pleasure being here, and I'm glad that I was able to share what I know and also able to take in what you said and to take it seriously because once you are learning from somebody, you got to be patient, you got to be submissive, you got to understand and do not put money first than what you say.
Yes.
Once you want to grow, do not put money first.
Yeah.
Yeah, let money be the last thing. At least do it like the way princess can do it, right? She can only play the matter. They say, I need transportation. You beg.
No, excuse me. The call was really broke. Yeah, man. Yeah,
Okay, so I just want to I just want to say thank to every one of you that were listening to us and to those who call and make their contribution on this program.
Yeah.
And my encouragement out there to people is that always prepare yourself for opportunity
Okay.
because opportunity will not wait for you
Okay.
because you need to prepare yourself for opportunity. So every one of you, if you have an opportunity, make use out of it. So
Thank
my
you.
name is MYEAN Top, and once again, thank you.
And I'm Magdalene Finas. I'll see you next week.
Bye.
Wait.
That's a girl, she's on fire.
It's nice.
Let me get on your red. Some glasses.